I don't bite back at haters and shit because I'm insecure. I'm not insecure. It's sport to me. I bait it all the time, and they've all failed. And I've been entertained by it. No one's taking me out of the thought processes that I go through every single day. I'm not losing sleep. I'm not stressed. I'm not worried about nothing. Will you be like that when you get successful? In the beginning, probably not. You'll be afraid of, what if I lose everything? Some of you, when you get to that mile marker of a millionaire, I don't want to spend any money. I have to keep $1 million. I don't want to drop $1 below a million because then I won't really be a millionaire anymore. I experienced that. It's silly. It's silly as shit. It only lasted for a minute because it became 2 million and 3 million. But the long and short is, you will have new concerns, new adversities. So how do you prevent the fear of spending less than $1 million and $1 less than that? You're no longer a millionaire. It's easy. You make another fucking $1 million. Then you make another $1 million, and you make another $1 million, and you do that, you'll never have that fucking fear again. ICT, do a Twitter space on how to make $1 million. Okay, trade the silver bullet model. When you make your money, stop for the day. Don't over leverage and let time do all the heavy lifting. But I want a Lambo tomorrow. Get the fuck out of here. Can't help everybody, right? But you certainly can help yourself. And you should. You need to identify the adversities that you're feeling and experiencing. Identify them. Walk right up to their fucking face and say, you are no longer a concern for me. Everything I do from this day forward is to beat you into submission, subdue you, and cut you out of my life as a cancer. Fear of losing money, fear of getting it wrong. How do you overcome fear of being wrong? Journaling and sweet talking, romanticizing how you did it incorrectly, but you've learned something from it. Wow. That is amazing. You just said that I had a negative experience, but I'm going to tell myself that this was good for me. And what lessons do I take from that? So that way I don't do it again willfully. You know what that is? That's maturity. As a 20-year-old, I could not look at it that way. Everything was an attack. Everything was a reason for me to become a new victim in my own hands. And that really causes an increase in self-doubt, low self-esteem. And I already had a chip on my shoulder. I wanted to prove to the world that my own parents didn't want me. So I'm going to become fucking superhuman. They're all going to recognize me. So everything I did was with the highest form of output as a result, or it wasn't good enough. And I failed a lot. I failed so many times in the beginning. But guess what didn't stop? My work ethic. It just made it bigger and stronger. I was more tenacious, more fucking ready to cut everything else out of my life. And everything was this. Those fucking candlesticks at the time were open, high, low, closed bars. I was going to make those motherfuckers my workers. These are my worker bees. You fucking work for me. When I first looked at them, I looked at it and said, man, these things are scary. What's it going to do next? And you probably are at that stage right now because you're brand new. What's it going to do next? It's scary. Oh, look, this whipped up. It's whipped up 7 handles. Look at that. Oh, I'm probably wrong. Or maybe you're just fucking paranoid and you're not trusting the model that you've been watching and studying and backtesting and have so many examples of. Sometimes it's not going to be accurate for you as the trader to engage it. Doesn't mean the model itself failed. You did it wrong. That's applicable to everything. I don't give a fuck if you're trading any other retail concept. If you took a trade, it didn't fail, you did. That's personal responsibility. But every one of us in the beginning, and some still want to hold on to it, when you fail, you want to have the convenience of being able to say, well, the responsibility was outside of me. It was this thing that caused me to lose money. And you wonder why you have all these mental issues about yourself, not in trading only, in everything, because you have unreasonable expectations. You're looking at things improperly, but telling yourself all the while that this is the correct way of doing it. And anything less is bullshit. It's making me a victim. I demand reparations. This is bullshit. This is unjustly done to me. I don't deserve this. I didn't do it. Somebody else did it. Something else did it. Something else caused it. That is not someone that's going to do very well as a trader. And they sure as fuck ain't going to be a good guru mentor. People that have done this long enough in anything, not just trading, that they've done it, they've hurt themselves, they've grown through that, and they found themselves on the other side. They are the ones that have the experience. They are the ones that have the ability, the voice to listen to, because they've been on both sides. You don't want to learn from someone that has just been introduced to something. They haven't incurred loss and worked through it, lived with it, conquered it. What did they do? How did they think about what they were going through at the time? Those are the most paramount things to be worrying about as a developing trader, not what's the right order block. How do you know when a fair value gap is going to stay open? Those types of questions are the ones that are very telling as an individual, because I'm not trying to say don't ask me questions, but the folks that ask those kind of questions are equivalent to the same ones that say, right after I call a move and it delivers, what's next? Now where? Where's it going to go next? That's somebody that doesn't know how to trade. That's somebody that just needs a nudge to go out there and impulsively trade when there is no setup. Because I say, I think it's going to go here. Okay, that's where my area of interest is. I want to see NASDAQ 15,126. I want to see it. But it has to have a context in price that allows that setup to be there. Otherwise, that's just a level I'm interested in. It might trade there next week and I may miss the move. Am I going to go unhinged and say, fuck all this shit? It doesn't fucking work. I missed this one fucking trade. I couldn't encapsulate my entire career in this one fucking trade. Oh, let's throw it all out the fucking window. It's useless now. It's silly to think like that, but so many of you do it just like that. When you're trying to get a funded account challenge passed, you're trying to trade your first fucking trade with your funded account. You couldn't wait to get funded. Now you have it. You have a funded account. And here you go. Within fucking 5 fucking minutes of getting your login details, you're in there trading at a time when there ain't no fucking reason to be in there. Let's go for it, baby. I can trade 5 contracts. Oh, I won't do that. Let's just do 4. And max day loss.